right? Well, today is a beautiful weekend, a beautiful day to begin with. Very nice, lovely weather here in the state of the city of Jos. I I wish you were here to feel the atmosphere. That aside, don't mind me. Just an intro. I can be crazy sometimes. You know that, right? You've been onto this life a lot of times, so you should know. I have my personal squad, and I remain prudent. I'm still using my personal squad, although they are giving me the eye, so you can just take a look at them. I have Solomon, I have Jemima and Joyce this morning. Good morning.
I miss all of you. It was like, let me just fly and enter the studio.
I
I
wa-
found out some people were boasting. My name is Jemima married. My name is this. There's people that they cannot even sew styles that they want to sew. They must put zip down. Once they say office is closing, you see them before you turn. They have already reached market because they need to buy things and go and cook food. While we are having a swell time, they always wake up 3 a.m. We will sleep till 6 and just dress up and just come to work. When we don't feel like cooking, we just eat food and out and then go home. And I hear introducing themselves. And
A virtuous
saying,
woman who can find.
Oshe, and somebody is saying that he's married father of 5 handsome men. Let me not even start with all of you here. Proudly.
6.
Oh,
4 boys, 2 girls.
Well,
Oshe.
you know all these things you
Oshe.
just
Yeah.
said.
Okay, right now I'm
Let me not
speechless.
talk about the Christmas
And-
clothes you
and
need
if-
to go and buy. Now you don't have
Are
peace. We are in May, but you don't have peace because you're already thinking of Christmas clothes. Prudence, what are you buying Christmas clothes for? Even if you have to buy, you just buy for your little niece and
And you're
like,
proud of that.
Exactly.
alive.
Like it's because I
Imagine
wish
father of 6 now. Only God knows what is in
Yes.
his mind. Just be
You know,
calming
I
down.
mean, we don't,
and
we
you
don't
still buy for
buy.
his wife.
We don't buy Christmas clothes. We just buy in bulk and keep.
what are we discussing today?
That's the idea.
Give me 5.
Okay, all right.
Just buy in bulk. And keep.
We are talking.
Who-
We are
Who
talking
talks
about
Christmas clothes? What's that?
Excuse me. Hello,
What's
people.
that?
Hello.
You say Christmas what?
Hello.
I'm Jemima married.
Can we-
Eh.
Can
No,
we
you're not
can we
being
get
done.
to the
Weed,
set?
married weed.
Can we get back to what we are supposed to be discussing, please? Thank you very much. I don't understand why they are overhyped.
You know the
Excuse
thing
me.
is that about
It's
prudence.
not
This
the
thing
issue
will
of
not.
overhype. It's
this
not the
thing
issue
will
of
not even
overhype.
matter on
It's
the
just that
last
some
day.
people are not comfortable.
So let it matter now.
Let it matter now.
Sambo, Solomon, Jemima, married will not matter on the last day. They will
But
ask,
let it
what
matter
is
now.
of importance? How many soul have you won?
Hello.
So
See.
when you're always
Okay.
cooking,
All right.
always cooking.
All right.
I'm winning.
All right.
Okay,
all right,
okay.
All right.
The
Okay,
husband
let's-
is winning souls.
Uh,
The children are winning
Hello.
souls.
Zemima.
Hello, everybody.
let's start
We are
it. Let's
talking
start it.
about
Let's start it
personal.
Let's say, wait,
Allow them, allow them.
wait. We know. Already tension already will kill you people. We know. So just soon meaning the two.
Win others.
Now they are coming. So let's start and said everybody should start with his home and start there. Who are you
From
going to
your
win?
Prudence. Let's not get distracted by this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when we go out for our own
mission.
mission work, when we do altar call, because we always have time to go out for mission work. You do altar call, you have 1,000 people giving their lives to Christ. People are talking about 4, 6. But in all of this, all glory to God. So
Well,
today is
in
Friday.
addition to the thousand.
Eh-heh.
We are talking about social valid, very valid, because awesome. And we talked a little bit about people who say things like it's my data, it's my choice, what I
my
post, it's my phone. And although we were talking about it in a different angle, right now we're talking about you taking your personal problems to the social media and things of that nature. So we're talking about that. There are a lot of ills going on the social media. Personally, I had one time that I had a disagreement with someone, and the next thing I'm checking the person's status, and I'm like, excuse me, did you just take what happened between the two of us to the social media? Yeah, he didn't write name, but obviously I know that he's talking about me. So there are a lot of times that you find yourself seeing things like that. We have celebrities going up and down. Oh no, today their families are breaking, and you're seeing it on the social media. Everybody's dragging each other. No, my husband cheated on me. You drag it on the social media. There was a viral video like a couple of years back, where the woman walked in on her husband and about 5 ladies, and she's like, Me, 5 women, not even one, in my own matrimonial home. And she had a lot to say and it went viral. So these are certain things that have moved from privacy to the social media. How do we navigate through these things? How 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 right is it that you take your personal problems to the social media? We're talking about that today. So I do know that we're going to do justice to that.
Okay, let's begin from the word personal. It means something that is affecting you, because since we're talking about problems or challenges, it's something that has to do with you. But being you, it could be something that affects your family, your relationship, your love life, your work, and all of that. But it's personal to you. So it means if it's personal to you, it's none of Martha's business, Hassan's business, Jemima's business, or Sambo Solomon's business. It is your business. And but let's look at our conventional society or community. Before the advent of technology, when you have issues in the society, culturally, there are ways that they are being solved. For example, if you're married and you have issues with your wife, it's advised that you go to see the parents. Maybe if it's something that is beyond you, either you see a spiritual parent or your own parents, and then you talk about it. They find a way of settling, and all of you. But with the advent of technology, community have actually transcended the physical environment. People now have, you hear people say, my Facebook family, my WhatsApp family. Like, it has become like a digital world now. We talk about globalization, and that is because of the advancement in technology. So the new society is now the social media, but it's not saying that we should disregard norms, what is right and what is wrong. So, but the issue of personal problems taking it to social media is something that is really worrisome. Like, there was a day I woke up and just logging on Facebook, I saw a lady who I know is married with children, about 3 children, and she first posted on her time that marriage is a scam. She now posted again that I'm still beautiful, and I know there are men out there that love me the way I am. She still posted again, if you are not married, save yourself all the stress of getting married, just enjoy your life and all of that. Like, she still posted again, I was deceived, all on her timeline. So everybody was concerned. People were going and commenting, sister, are you okay, and all of this. And later on, one of her young, I think her sister, went and posted that the account was hacked, and it was actually, it was just a cover up for what happened, because I think fight ensued between her and her husband. They had issues, and she went on Facebook, she was venting. And so eventually, when they reached out to her, she explained it was a fight between herself and her husband. So they wanted to do damage control, because people were already, okay, it's obvious you're having a fight with your husband, or there's something wrong with your marriage. So the sister now say, oh, we apologize for all the messages that people have been seeing on the timeline. Her account has actually been hacked.
If her
But
account was hacked, that's not the kind of
and the thing is that
hackers do.
when she was actually, when people were replying, sister, she said, I'm fine, I know what I'm saying. Like, she was deceived into the marriage. Because she was responding. So like, logically, which hacker will come and be respond and those kind of things. But it was just a damage control for her sister. But I was just thinking, when you decided to go into relationship with this guy, it was a personal thing. When you started the relationship, it was personal. Like, so now that you have problem, there are better ways to solve it, not the social media. Like, on social media, you have different people, not necessarily people that you even know. Some of the people we have as tagged as friends are not even friends. It's just Facebook way of, okay, this person is on, also your timeline is your friend. But you have different people with different ideologies. So, like, of what essence is taking your problems right there? Okay, there are actually some groups also on the social media that maybe you can take your problem and you get answer, but not just random public. So sometimes when you want to make posts, they ask you, do you want it to go public? Do you want it to be private? Do you want it to a particular group? So maybe there's a group that is about counseling. When you have problem, you can direct that thought there. But something like that is that personal. I think at that stage I was expecting that she looked for a counselor or maybe a relative, but taking it to social media, telling us marriage is scam, marriage is scam, give birth to 1 child, 2, 3, and you're saying marriage is scam when you were doing the I do, and I don't understand, you were deceived. you didn't see the deception all through the years. Like, it's possible. Well, it's very possible. But then at that point, I didn't expect it to be on social media, and that's what a lot of us do now. When I have issues with Sambo Solomon, I will not meet him and talk about it. I'll go to my status and go and pick one meme, or just go and look for one write-up. Like, I will read through all the one that speaks to the situation, and fake friends everywhere, people faking me and post it. Who has your time? I mean, nobody has. You all these people that friend enemies. Whoa. They come around you when they want you. Well, nobody even have your time. People are friends, are friend enemies, and they are not. They are thinking of better things. So just when you have issues, go and start looking for write-up that match the situation. Go and put it on your status, and
more frustration.
Then the other person will go and post again.
There's more frustration comes and settle. When the person didn't
view the status. Of course, that's another thing. You are posting it, so the idea is that okay, you don't want to talk. You are giving the person attitude, but let me put it on my status, and then 24 hours later, the person did not even notice you are existing, or you.
And the only thing that will make you to go and check is to just check whether Joyce view it.
Do you understand?
Always.
So look at the pressure that you're giving yourself. Every minute you are checking for viewed, you are seeing that person. In fact, some of these people have muted you. Like, personally, there are people that I just intentionally mute them on my WhatsApp. If I'm using my data to view your status and I have nothing to learn from it, like, it makes no sense for me. Yeah. So there are people that post things that are funny, things that may just make you laugh and relax, like, it's fine. But that every day you're posting about beware of fake friends, beware. Why are you attracting fake friends? Why are you attracting frenemies? If you are that good, like, we live in a world where no matter where you stand, definitely there are people that will hate on you and all of that. But why is it that all your energy is towards that? Why can't you focus on growth? Why can't you focus on personal development? Why can't you just disregard all of that? So if I see that your post every day is about, for me, I mute you, so I don't even see it popping up on my timeline. So it's just, I don't think personal problems, like the social media is right for you to just, these days, every day you wake up is personal issues. But see the person next to you, why can't you address the issue? And then you go on Facebook and say, this happened to one of my friends. I need your advice. Until we know it's you.
I was actually going to just say that a lot of times you either see that, or you see couple literally having a
I think
back and forth.
there was one we had. Okay, it was you can literally tell that, okay, this is between this and this. But I mean, why do you have to come on this platform, a social media platform, with different people? It's still a marital relationship. Like, they were bombarding themselves, insulting themselves on a particular platform, and they are husband and wives. Look at their name. People know that these people, but they brought it to that platform and they were bombarding themselves. Exactly. This is something that you should have just settled, but you took it out there. And even when you settle now, like, there's possibility, of course, you eventually settle. But what's the image that you've put out there?
Already put a terrible image on
and
your
you
marriage. But just before you go ahead and say that, please be kind to follow us on Facebook, watch, and drop your comments. Really, we would really appreciate it, and we would love. Yeah, exactly, and share also, so other people will benefit from what we're benefiting. Yeah, so you can go ahead.
This whole personal thing and Facebook, well, not Facebook, social media generally is a personal decision. Just like, everybody is different and we all have options laid out for us, and we decide what to pick. What I decide to go for might not be the same thing that Joyce would want to go for. Prudence, how would you be the one to make that thing has gone? By the time you're trying to rectify, you cannot reach out to everyone. And even if you do, you're not responsible for people's understanding. You're only responsible for what you do, what you say. So the risk, as Joyce will always say, is greater than the reward. So at the end of the day, you're being left with regret. You're being left with, had I known. And when another opportunity, I think basically people just love attention on the social media. So if we're all gathered here and I do something, nobody may even take note of what I did. But if I go on social media and I post something or I write something, almost immediately you either be finding a like or a comment. Somebody is just attracted to what you do. So that is what people like. So when they stay quiet and nothing is moving, they want to shake a table. They want to cause a traffic jam somewhere. And there's someone I know, and he's always writing something. In a day he can post like 12, 15 times. And they are not serious things. And when you ask him, why do you keep doing this? He said, I love the attention I get from there. People, like you say, people know they send me. Like, people don't even look at his side. But when he goes on Facebook, he's always, there's a conversation. Whether people are okay with it or not, they'll either express their happiness about it or their displeasure. And that is what he wants. He loves the attention that he is getting. But then, personal things should remain personal things. Just like Joy said, they may give you the option of, okay, let the public see it. Just your friends should see it. They may even tell you only you should see it. So you have a lot of options. But if it is personal, you don't even have to post it there to start with.
Personal. Somebody there say, let me die of pain. Which one is I will say it though.
You must. If you must share, why don't you look for a confident, someone you trust, and share with the person, someone that can find you a solution. Those things that you put
individuals, even if you have to take it to the social media, are you talking to a counselor directly? Are you talking to people that share the same thing, like challenge that, or have overcome that challenge, that, or you are just, like you said, looking for public attention? But whether you like it or not, you cannot control what is in everybody's mind. So as you are shouting there and saying, come, me, I cannot keep it to myself. I will share it. Let me not come and die of high blood pressure and all of that, because I'm trying to keep my personal problem to myself.
And some of us are the reason why negative things happen to us. Okay, imagine I just bought a new car and I am posting it. I just got a new phone. I am posting it. I just got engaged. I am posting it. By the time someone is seeing that new car I am posting, his own thinking is how to come and rob me. No, not even jealousy. Jealousy is even a lower thing. He's thinking of how to come and rob me. Oh, she posted that she got a new car last year, and she's posting again that she must have more.
I say we should testify now. So
I just wanted to.
Okay.
I wanted to just add. So you're saying, but the Bible says we should testify. No problem. But every cough that you're coughing in your house, you're posting it. You bought a carton. I'm going to use a carton of noodles. My family. You post that.
You are sleeping. You are sleeping.
You are sleeping. You are sleeping and you're posting.
Apple of God, I don't wait. I was just on my way to Germany.
Exactly. So they know that you're out of the country. They can come and rob your home.
Thank you very much.
Preacher said,
so you need to be guided. You need to be guided. Even if you want to post and appreciate God for certain things, you still need to curtail it and be wise. Just like Solomon was saying, we need to be wise and we should have caution. Security is key and important. The social media opens you up to negativities and positivities. So how much of negativities are you attaching to yourself? Even if the person is not even coming directly to steal from you, this person could, oh no, if I need all these, we have social media beggars, they would come with full chest. No, this person has money, she's flaunting it, so definitely I can tap into it. And some people come with, there are a lot of things that you attach to yourself, so you need to be guided when you are doing things like that. It's not every single word or every single thing that happens to you that you go ahead and show it to the social media. Some things really need to be kept hidden.
After he got married, and then one of the nights in the room on the bed with his wife, like he was literally, she was under the blanket, but they were literally naked, but just used the blanket, and then he snapped and posted it on Facebook. And then somebody just, like, you didn't have to do this.
Exactly.
I think he was kissing his wife.
You didn't have to.
They were on bed, so he was kissing her, and then he snapped it. That single people, he pitied them, but something like that. And somebody was like, this is something that should be secret. You should, like, it was needless for you to bring it out there. You're already exposing your wife, some of her body outside. Like, it was really needless. We all know that you're married, and then you travel for honeymoon. It's not like you guys are outside, you're strolling, and you were on bed, you were kissing your wife, and then you're snapping. And it sometimes these things looks like trend, but it makes no sense. And that's why I said earlier on, you'll be thinking you're having fun, but you can't erase the what the impression you have built on people's head. Like, a lot of people like, so this, I mean, I saw you bigger and better than this. So sometimes people will not even trust you with certain things because they're like, oh, if you can take this to the social media. I mean, a lady lost her job too because she had an encounter with her employer at the office. Something happened, and then she's this kind of person always on Facebook, like giving how her day went and all of, and she narrated that story. And unknown to her, I think somebody drew the attention of her proprietor to it, and she got sacked the next day. And it was because of that post. So the woman was like, you cannot, what I built for years, just bring it down like this. You had an experience with somebody, but you mentioned the name of the school was there and all. So that's how she just sacked her. Some of us keep applying for a job you're not getting. You're thinking that, what did I do?
Check your timeline.
Go back to your timeline and see. People now don't ask you, tell us about yourself. Give us your name.
Just look for the name.
I will call you
Just
tomorrow.
go through.
We have been starving
See.
so much. That is to not be like one gender suppressive show. Have the floor.
You people are making sense. I'm always proud to be around you. Sometimes when I'm quiet, it's just because I'm tapping, I'm zapping. You understand?
Let it not be one sided.
actually want to get from you.
You see, you mentioned. I like the way you started earlier, talking about, first of all, what is personal. Like, let's start from there. If you say personal, is social media a public place or a personal place? Yesterday we talked about making the right choices. It's all about choice. Yeah, you can have all the information, but you disregard them. I mean, vital information. But it's your choice, for you to disregard them and do what you want. And you see, the problem is that most of us were being driven by our emotions. And when you are driven by your emotion, you can quickly make an action or you can quickly act and then later regret. Yes, because you are being driven by your emotion, by your flesh, not reality. But if all of us can post a little and then stay and then check the reality, because the reality, that's when you analyze what is coming aftermath, the consequence attached to the action you are about to take, then that will draw your attention. That will caution the emotion that is driving you. You say, hey, just slow down. That's what I'm saying. You
I saw one this
married. That's why she's pregnant, and this is the husband.
The husband,
and he's
showing
responsible.
his body, how he.
Yeah, do you get?
Amen.
So amen. So you see, and coupled with the generation we are, like you mentioned earlier, those days, how things are being done, like even husband and wife, and it's over 30 years now. I have never mentioned it to my parents. You are grown up. She have confidence in you. It's better she tells you are the son, as the son or as the daughter. There are cases like that, and she will say, and then you'll be looking at her and say, "Wow, you still." And I'm like, if I'm the one, I won't take it. And as the way you start looking at your father differently. But do you know the confidence that your mother, saw in you, for her to confide that in you, will now say, okay, now the maturity in her will neutralize even how you will start thinking towards your father, because already the issue is gone. She's just relating with you. Maybe peradventure in future you are thinking of settling. If you are a man, you understand you should not do this to your woman. I'm just saying, and she's just trying for you to know, I have this with your father, and I took it this long. I didn't share it. I'm sharing with. And if it's you will not be born. Imagine she reacted and she left. But by so those days, that is how we see issues being managed. People keep secret, not for anything, but they are just thinking of the action, aftermath. What will happen if she reacted this way or he reacted this way? What will happen and what will be the consequences? And for you,
tell you something, but I didn't tell Jemima. Oh, don't tell her. You know her mouth now. But she's not information. Of course, it's really not your friend. People
It's
just
not.
pretend these days. They just have people around them. Like, I have friends. But
let's just belong.
I
Let-
just wanted to say, so if you have friends that are close to you and you're not telling them certain things, why are you telling the whole world certain things?
Okay, that's where I'm.
Because the
what-
same friends will still see it.
yeah,
Thank you
that's
very
where
much.
that's why I'm driving at. You understand? Even the friends you have, it's not that. Okay, the four of us, like we can have a true friendship, but you, the three that understands you better. It's not that you don't trust others, but you just feel that person maybe understand your. But in a situation whereby you just feel you just want to belong and you feel you just gather people around you, you just think, okay, they say, he has many friends or she has many friends, in her cycle, just to brag with them. What are you do? Whatever you are doing, what is the reason? We should ask ourselves, what is
we're
the
always
reason?
asking this question, then we'll have saved ourselves from a lot of trouble. Earlier on, Prudence was mentioning how people take their successes, you buy this, and at the end of the day, you are being kidnapped because you flaunted money, you flaunted luxury, you flaunted abundance, and those people that felt, oh, so you had a lot, they have actually been looking for where they will go and target. So let's go to this place, and then you end up being kidnapped, or your relative is being kidnapped. Why? Because you actually went to public and flaunt a lot of things. There are people that even before they got employed, they went on social media and they flaunted, I did interview by Monday, I'm going to start work with this place, and you go there and you're surprised that you're actually not employed, you were rejected. So you see, there was a point in this country that a celebrity went all out to say that, oh, this my man was a 40 seconds or is this 20-second man. Imagine going out there to put such thing about your husband, about your partner. At the end of the day, how do you want the public to see? Except you don't want the marriage any longer. But how would you think, would you even be respected, you as a person? And that's the thing we do. Most times we talk about people that we keep around us in the name of friends that are not friends. They even help us to take our personal life to the public or social media.
Yes.
Like you share certain things with them, they go to certain group. When there's a post, you say, I have a friend like that too, that they share your story. I use it as an example.
Yes.
And then another person that know you and that person, hey, and person seeing that like, wow, it's a public space. I mean, people should know that social media is a public space. So while you are shouting, it's my data, it's my phone, it's my space, and all of that, all these things you're posting, you cannot come and tell us that you are catching cruise. It's status, it's the state of your mind. So anything you can't tell us that it's just you just carry it and put it. It's something you believe in, and that's why you take it there. So if it's personal problem, I mean, let it be personal. So I'm not talking about you hoarding things that are causing pain. And I mean, that's why we have counselors. That's why we have spiritual parents that we trust them. That's why we have friends around us that we can talk to them. So even if it's not friends that are around us, but they are like, we can connect with them through social media, then we can talk about it.
And
rather than
people
you
have
going to
gotten
timeline and just
to putting personal problems on Facebook, personal issues on Facebook, and it makes me wonder. So before the time of social media, how were people doing? Like, it's not like you had any choice. You didn't have this opportunity to post your issues on social media. So how were people doing?
We should illustrate it, Jamina.
Yes,
So what
because
you do on social media is like you carrying microphone and going around from Rayfield Zermaganda to
Town
Dunwada Kwan saying, my husband is a stupid, my husband did this. Like what you post on Facebook that looks like it's just your timeline. Like how viral it goes. It's like you moving from Plateau State. That's what you're doing. So you see, ordinarily you wouldn't even think that you can even dare do. You can't even dare do that. But that's what you do on social media because of the reach.
It is an addiction, really, because you get to a point that you cannot even have any control whatsoever. You just keep doing it no matter what the repercussion would be at the end of the day. Is really something that should, yes,
It's
people
wrong
should work
because,
on.
because just look at it this way, that personal things. I like the example you gave. Okay, just imagine a husband and wife like going to terminus, the normal popular terminus market, and then having sexual intercourse because they are married. No, it's crazy. You know, we just have to say these things the way they are. You understand? It's personal, but if you can do that, then be rest assured that you can take anything to social media. Yes,
People do
because
it and post
some
it now.
some of these things, because some of these things that we are doing, because yeah, we know people are doing it, but is it the right thing? It's not the right thing. And then some people will do it. The reason why I'm saying this, some people will do it, and later you will hear them start justifying what they do, trying to defend. If you know that you will do something and tomorrow you will regret, you will start defending and start doing damage control. Why do you even start it in the first place? So it's not even something to start with. Did you sit down and check what are those things that are personal, that you keep personal and keep secret? What are those things? Do you know yourself to separate those things? Because there's a line that is dividing this thing. So do you even know? Because some people don't even know. And you see, once you are being driven by your emotions, it is easy to make those kind of mistakes. Because okay, I have problem with my wife, and then I am angry, and then I went gaga, begin to say all manner of things. Okay, what if later we reconcile? Then people will start reminding me of my words and said, okay, but before you said this because she made you angry, or before you said this because your man made you angry. So now, how do you reconcile that?
You see,
you understand
exactly, and I
No
love
one can
I
give
love
you
that
that.
you pointed it out that way. I think that we all forget that what you post on the social media, once you post certain things on the social, so even if you have deleted it, it was during the last year when everybody was going haywire because of the election period, and you find brothers and sisters going head to head because of political parties on the social media. But this is a political issue, yes, but this is it. This is family insulting each other on the social media. So when you're done destroying your relationship, how do you expect that after the elections you go back to the regular relationships?
The truth of the whole matter, there is no relationship.
My point,
No, to
exactly,
even start with,
that's
there's
where,
no relation,
that's
because
where
if
I'm
there's
heading to.
relationship, definitely you will do everything possible to protect
to
it.
guard it.
Yes.
That's where I'm getting to. A lot of times you had you had a dispute with a friend, and I'm putting air quotes on that, a friend, and you go ahead and post it on social media. Oh no, this my friend is terrible, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that, and tomorrow you want to reconcile with this friend. How would she ever trust you?
They delete the message. They delete it. That's what
That's
in
the
most
automatic
in
sorry.
most cases they do that. You see, I've seen people like this one will post this person, you are finished insulting this person, and then later on, after people are finished commenting, you are deleting. Facebook does not forget. You can't go and remove the screen grab from people's phone. There are people that are that smart that the moment you are sending them message, they save it. And now there are apps that resend that thing that you delete from your phone. So it's very important that see, these things have implications. What any personal problem you take on social media, look at the example you gave about couples insulting themselves. You will reconcile, you come back together, but you have already placed yourself in a disrespected angle. People will disrespect you. People will so disrespect you. People will not have regard for you. There are people today that are not respected at their workplace, in their society, from even their home. They are not respected. You see, certain members of the family are respected, or you work in a place, some people are respected and some are not. Why? You throw out your personal issues and people have access to that. So why I'm respecting you for what? When I already know your life, everything is at the palm of my hand. So you see, you lose out from as far as respect. You lose out as far as regard is concerned. People no longer regard you. Whatever you say does not make sense. And because you are fond of maybe lying, again, people don't take you serious. So let's not reduce ourselves to that position. Let's understand the place of personal issues. And that's why earlier on I said, if I have problem with Jemima and see her, she's accessible, I should be able to talk to her. But when I don't talk to Jemima, that means I'm willing to let go, even whether she asks for forgiveness or not. So these are all ways that people manage their angers. Some people leave that environment that they feel like angered. So don't take it on, I'm angry, and then the next thing I'm typing. Like, I think personally, the way I manage my anger, I decide not to talk. The moment I notice don't talk, because the venom that will come out from my mouth. So I choose silence in at that moment. So that moment that you are enraged, you are angry, that you are carrying your phone, you will say something that you cannot erase in the mind of people. You will post things that at the end of the day, we have seen this, we have screen grab it with your name and it's there. There's nothing you can do. It's our own phone too. You don't have access to it. There are people that later on in future they're coming up for political position, but people use a lot of things that they have posted years back.
They might not even
to
remember.
remind you. So let personal issues be personal.
Exactly. And what she just mentioned, some of these things are personal issues that this person decided to post on the social media, and it affects you down the road. So a lot of times we really neglect, in fact, even with our physical behaviors, we neglect to remember. We decide to not remember. I'm deliberate about that there are consequences for every action and inaction. Every word that comes out of your mouth has a message it passes across, and that message has a consequence. But we are not conscious about that. We live, I think this generation, if there's one thing that I really find disturbing about my generation and the generation after mine, is this, that we are very careless when it comes to relationships. We are very, very careless when it comes to the words that we utter, and we're careless about the actions that we have. So these are things that we really need to put into consideration in every step of the way. When however we are behaving, we need to be conscious about it. We need to understand the times. When the Bible said understand the times, it is because of things like this, so that you know how to behave in the times that you find yourself.
You know, the concept of the world is trying to tell everyone now that you are responsible for everything about you. So you can decide to do anything that you feel like doing, because that's why you will see people who do things and will say, it's my life. I don't owe anybody any explanation. Like on earth, you tell us, like you boldly, gladly tell us that you owe an explanation. Because why? You are not an island. You are not living in the moon, you alone. If you say you will do things and then people should not question you or question you, I agree with you 110%.
And it means we are no longer our brother's keeper. Because if your brother cannot tell you something that is right and you do it, claiming it is your life, it is your everything, then
that's the problem. Because the devil want to make us live in such a way that we will not be responsible for one another. And if you just imagine we are not responsible for each other, just imagine the damage. Just look at the concept of Africa. Africa, a child is for the community. It's for the community. That means from any angle you misbehave, somebody will just drop from his vehicle and deal with you, and then walk and move on.
And you dare not report because you get another
because you get another
session.
one. But look at it now.
Look at it now. Say that this is not necessarily like just peculiar to Africans. In fact, that's what the Bible actually encourages us to do when it says, the Lord, I'm paraphrasing that, it is pleasant, how sweet and pleasant it is for brothers to live together in unity. You can't have unity when there's no responsibility and discipline.
Sure.
You can't have unity like that. So we really need to put that into consideration and adjust our behaviors and characters. It has been a pleasant, lovely discussion this morning. but this is about the much that we can take. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying with us today. It has been a swell time with you. We really appreciate you staying with us throughout the week, and we do hope that you would join us again come Monday. It's we would miss you. Yes, we will miss you. So please join us on Monday. It's going to be a very lovely topic as well. Bye for now and see you Monday.